Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie Wismer. I'm an author. I write fantasy and romance. Welcome to the final vlog in the Portland apartment. If you missed the previous update, I'll have it linked down below. Basically, obviously, I am moving. I'm actually heading over to, I just bought a house, so I'm heading over to do the final walkthrough today, actually. And if all things go according to plan, I should be getting the keys. We should be closing tomorrow. And then I have movers scheduled to take all of this away the day after that on Tuesday. So tomorrow is going to be the final day that things are here. So obviously lots going on in my personal life side of things, also a ton going on in the business side of things. So I have just been like up to my eyes and things to do. I've been very busy. I don't really have a plan for this vlog. I just, once I go so long without doing them, it gets hard to get back into them, so we're just gonna start one and just see where it takes us to hopefully get back into the habit because I've missed you guys. My plan for today, obviously, to go do that walkthrough. I am still just like slowly getting everything, all my ducks in a row, getting everything packed. It's been a weird balance of like getting things packed, a weird game of Tetris, what's gonna fit in what box. I've been trying to avoid having to get more boxes, but then also leaving out enough stuff that I need for the next couple of days. I have a few more things I want to get done today on like the packing side of things. Obviously gonna go do the walkthrough, and then I'm trying to take care of any video stuff before the moving begins. I tried to pre-film a lot towards the beginning of the month, and I did get a lot of things done that way. I'm moving on the 22nd, so I still have like a decent amount of the month left, but I worry it's unpredictable. I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get organized once I get over there. So with that said, I'm hoping to film a video for Patreon today. Luckily, I already did the For the Writers video for the month. Towards the beginning of the month, we did a third episode of Publishing Tea over there. You can also access it on the member side over here on YouTube. Publishing Tea is a series I've been doing that's split in 3 parts. Publishing Tea being like spilling tea, I don't know, chatting over tea. The first part being talking about industry tea, things that are going on in the industry or the book community online, notable things that have happened, like friends chatting over drinks kind of vibe. The second part being my tea, things I've been trying lately, updates, first look, sneak peeks, and then the third part being answering questions that people over on Patreon sent in for the month. That's already up. I have to film the For the Readers video for the month, and I am so looking forward to it because this month we are doing a first look at Cam's book. So if you are a Marionettes reader, hopefully this will be a really fun video for you. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm hoping to film that video today. I don't know if I have enough time before I have to leave to do the walkthrough, so it might be afterwards. Already got my workout in for the day. I don't know if you can see. We have a Maxine lump as well. And before we get into the rest of today's vlog, thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring. I am really excited. I just got a new package from them in the mail, and you may notice if you've been following my channel for a while and the videos I've done with them, this looks different than usual. If you are new here, Dossier is a fragrance company. They make fragrances inspired by luxury scents, but at a much more affordable price point. And I have been working with them since I think 2021, like 4 years now. That's crazy. Maybe 2022. And I've been incorporating their perfumes into my writing routine. I take one of their perfumes and match it with each project, and I only wear it when I'm working on the book, so I create a scent association with it. It becomes like the scent of that book. And it's become a fun little ritual, and I also feel like it's helped my productivity because I've like trained my brain. When you smell this, we are focusing on this specific project. And since I've started doing that with my books, I feel like I've started incorporating scent into my daily life more. I've seen tangent, I've seen this trend on TikTok of people like picking a perfume per year of their life, and that like becomes the scent of their life, and now when they go back and smell it, they're like flooded with memories. I feel like scent is such an underrated sense that we have, underutilized. So all of this is to say, Dossier just launched this new collection called the Icons collection. And this new perfume, it's called It Factor, and I just feel like time-wise, this is perfect. I'm moving into a new chapter of my life, and my everyday perfume of theirs is their floral rhubarb, but I think it might be time. It might be time for a new everyday scent as I'm moving into a new period of my life. So this new collection of theirs, each icon is a thoughtful pairing of our most intoxicating, sophisticated, and complemented Dossier notes to formulate a unique fragrance pyramid for each scent. So the It Factor, the scent family is warm. So all of their perfumes always come with one of these cards with all of the information on them. This one is warm, sensual, and delectable. It Factor is the French expression ooh la la in a bottle. I really like this actually. Since I often pair their scents with my books, and I've done it mostly for the Marionettes books, and those are like really dark, heavy fantasies, I actually usually get their masculine scents. So this is very different than what I usually get from them. I really like that. If you want to check out Dossier, I'll have their link down below in the description. I highly recommend. And without further ado, let's get into the rest of today's vlog. I'm hesitant to even like let you see any part of the apartment because it looks like chaos, but let me tell you, there's a method to the madness. We've got bins and bags and suitcases just everywhere. The closet is actually the most cleared out. I just have these like extra bags left over in bins that I might use if I need them. A couple of boxes, my bigger camera, but everything else, I haven't used that suitcase. I'm planning on putting everything remaining in that one, all of my like stuff I'm using on an everyday basis. I have like enough for a few days still out. The plants, I don't think I'm gonna let the movers take. I think I'm gonna have to take those with me. It's all of these like little everyday things I'm hanging on to, like my lamp and my clock that need to be boxed up last minute because there's no other light fixture in here. So if I box up the lamp, I am in darkness. But you can see we just have utter chaos over here. I finally managed to get all of these boxed up. Mr. Dean's not too troubled by it. I've been trying to get organized and like put them in places together so they're like things that are going to the same places while also trying not to block the furniture because I'm assuming they're going to want to take those first. Got some more boxes over there. Got more on the counters. Believe it or not, more in the cabinets as well. The worst part has been trying to eat actually because I have no food and I like don't want to get groceries right before I move. So I have been having to get creative trying to use up what little I have left. In other news, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, I have a book club going out on the day that I am moving, on the days the movers are getting here on the 22nd. So I've been trying to get all my ducks in a row for that. I'm doing a big promo stack. I've been taking notes on everything that I'm doing and planning on making a video of like how it goes afterwards if you're curious about that. But it's definitely not like I just got the book club and I'm gonna let that do its thing by itself. I've been planning a lot around it, so that has been a crazy focus trying to do that while I'm balancing all of this chaos around me. I feel like I'm gonna be so much less stressed after the 22nd. I'm just like, even once I get into the house, it's gonna be chaos. I'm gonna have to unpack, and that's just exhausting, even the thought of doing that after just packing all of this up. But I feel like once I'm there and settled, I'll be able to take the first deep breath in like a month. I'm also stressed about like getting my internet transferred over there, getting all of the utilities. It's just like so many things. And I feel like I'm forgetting things. I think I have just enough time to film that Patreon video before I need to leave. So we're gonna do that. The absolute final look at the apartment. This won't be my last time in here. I have it for another like week and a half. I'll be back to clean things up and pick up a few things that I'm leaving behind, but this will be the last time with all of my stuff in it. I feel like I'm too stressed about today to get emotional about it. Yeah, I was emotional about it last night. It's bittersweet. So let me show you how things look. The cats are really not happy campers. As you can see, very upset. My plan was to lock them in the bathroom while all this goes on so they're not part of the chaos, and they're not making it easy on me. Tried to lure Dean out with a string, nothing. So this is the current state of things. I tried to pile everything out of the way so they could get the furniture out first. I so underestimated how much stuff I have. These trash bags were a godsend because I ran out of boxes and bins so much sooner than I thought I would, and I'm not as much fit in my suitcases as I thought would. This makes it look like I have so much stuff. A lot of these are just like my bedding, so it's like my comforter and my pillows and stuff, and then those are like extra puzzles. All of this is gonna stay to help me carry out the last bits and stuff, but all of this has to go. And everything in the bathroom, I've taken everything out. And I think you guys have already kind of seen this corner. I'm actually just gonna throw this away because Dean has puked on it so many times. I don't want to keep it. All of those, it's like office, mostly books. Can't forget that stuff. That's a note to me. More bins. My Christmas tree. More bins. Pulled those out of the bathroom. More office stuff. I think they're gonna hate me with all of these small boxes, but why buy more when I had some already to use, you know? These 10 by 10s were left over from my Kickstarter, and they just ended up being bigger than I needed for any of my shipment stuff, so I was never gonna use them otherwise. Keeping all the cleaning stuff here to clean up afterwards. The stuff I'm carrying with me when I leave. All of the kitchen stuff. I've actually already taken over a few loads myself. Like I already took my plants and stuff. And then these guys. And I don't know what to do with this table. So let me know your thoughts. My entryway in the new place is too small for this. Where else can I put this other than an entryway? Let me know. That's your final look at the place. The AC is blasting because I didn't want it to be hot in here while they were moving stuff. They're leaving the warehouse at 8. They said they'll get here anywhere from 8:15 to 9:15. So we're just waiting. I've been up since 5 thanks to the cats. The thing I am going to miss the most, I think, is my view. I have a nice view at the new place. That was one of the things I was looking for, but I must admit this one is better, especially when like the sun is rising or the sun is setting. This is probably the thing I'm the most upset to lose, but I'm sure as hell ready for more than one bedroom. So the plan is they're gonna get here by 9, hopefully. I don't think there's 3 people coming, so I think we'll be done by noon. That's kind of my hope. And then I need to go to Comcast to pick up new stuff for the internet over there. I'm also keeping the internet here for another week, so move everything, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm leaving the cats here during the move. I'm gonna come back, get the cat stuff, take the cats to the new house. I feel bad leaving them as soon as I take them there, but then I need to get to Comcast before they close and before rush hour to get my internet. Otherwise I will be without at the new place, and then I'll come back another day in the coming days to clean and get this place ready. So hopefully I can get my deposit back. That's what's happening. Hi, I don't remember when the last time I updated you was. It is now July 24th. We are in the new place, which you probably cannot tell from this current background. Y'all, I have had a crazy couple of days. Yeah, so yesterday was my first full day in the house. We were moving all day on the 22nd, and then it ended up taking longer than I thought. I ended up having to pay the movers for 7 hours. This house is a little bit hard to get to as far as the roads being like really sharp turns and stuff, and they really struggled to get the moving truck here. I was worried about it, and it took them so freaking long to get here from the apartment, even though it's not that far. But they did a great job. I am so grateful to have had them, because I could not have managed this on my own. You'll see why. I will show you around. I know I said I wasn't going to, but like, you're gonna see it eventually. So I'll show you around a little bit. It's a mess. It's a mess. And as messy it is right now, it was worse. I've been unpacking. It's also kind of echoey, because coming from a 1-bedroom apartment, I have so much more space. Obviously, I don't have enough stuff yet to furnish fully, so there's a lot of empty space, and all of my old furniture that was in the condo was included in the sale, so I don't have any of that furniture either. So we will slowly be bringing some new stuff in, which is gonna be fun. I'm trying not to do it all at once and just like blow through my savings, because I could do that real fast, real easily. So we're trying to be smart about it and make a list of priorities and slowly make our way through it. But yeah, my first full day here, I don't even want to tell you this, you guys. It was so bad. I was like, let's seize the day. So got up, made myself some breakfast, started unpacking my kitchen, listening to some music, having a good time. Dean's helping me out. I go out to the garage to take out the recycling, and the locks and the doorknobs here are really old. This place was built many decades ago, and not much has been updated since. And so when the lock is like facing one way, that means it's locked, but the whole doorknob will kind of move, so it can look unlocked even if it's locked, and vice versa. So anyway, the garage door swings closed behind me when I'm taking out the recycling, and I turn around and it's locked. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't have shoes on. I haven't washed my hair. I don't have any makeup on. And I am standing barefoot locked out in the garage, and I'm going through everything in my head trying to figure out how I could get in. And being alone here my first night, obviously I locked up tight. I locked every single thing before going to bed, and I was like, I know there's no way for me to get in. I haven't put like any spare keys anywhere yet. I've been here less than 12 hours and I have locked myself out barefoot. My phone is inside. My watch isn't connected to my phone, so I can't call. Like, I am just completely locked out within 12 hours of being here. So I have to walk barefoot to my neighbors who I have not met yet. And you know, nobody answers the door these days if they don't know who you are. So I end up having to knock on like 5 doors and just like go down the line until finally someone answers. I'm just like, sorry to bother you. I just moved in and I locked myself out. Can I use your phone? And I had to get a locksmith come and break me back into the house within my first day here. So My feet were black by the time I got back from walking around barefoot everywhere, which is so gross. So that was my first experience in the new house. Can only go up from here. Ended up meeting 3 of my neighbors that way. So I love that that's my first impression. No makeup, unwashed hair, bare feet. This idiot locked herself out of the house within the first 12 hours of being here. Love that. So a lot of things around here are going to change. I have a lot of big plans other than just like getting furniture and like changing the paint colors. Like we're talking like ripping down walls and redoing and ripping up carpeting and stuff. So I have plans for things to change pretty drastically. I thought about like not showing you, just waiting until I had a finished product, but now you'll get to see the before and after. So I'll give you a brief little look around. This place has a lot of stairs. It's basically on the side of a hill. So it's like 1 room per floor. So there's technically 4 floors. There's 4 floors, technically 6, because there's also like a basement storage area, and then you can also go onto the roof. So I'll take you through. We're gonna have to do a lot of stairs. I'm not gonna take you up to the roof, and I'm not gonna take you down to the storage room. I'll show you the 4 main things. We're currently in the bedroom. Maxine is here under the covers. Dean living his best life. He has been having so much fun here. Max has come out. She was with us last night. She feels better in the darkness. She feels braver. She comes out then. She's still warming up to the place. As you can see, I don't have any blinds or curtains. So to sleep, to get some darkness, I put trash bags up. So I did order some curtains. Those are on the way. My plan is to get built-in blinds that like lower with a remote, blackout ones, but those are so expensive that I didn't want to like impulse purchase them. I want to like really make sure I get what I want, because it's gonna be like well over $1,000 for those blinds. So I got some like cheap, literally like peel and stick curtains that'll go up just temporarily until I get what I actually want. And just for this room, I really only care about having blinds anywhere that I would be changing my clothes, you know? This bed is actually not going to stay here either. I have a guest room. This is going to be the guest bed. I'm planning, this is a queen, so I'm going to get a king in here. But for now, this is here till we can move. You can see I still have all my boxes and stuff. The cat tree is in here. It is a mess. The TV is in here because I'm also getting a bigger one for the TV room. I thought about getting rid of this table. I'm just going to keep it for now until I figure out what I want to do. This is the silly part of the room. This is funny. There's a gigantic hot tub in the middle of my bedroom. Like full-on jacuzzi with jets and stuff in there. It takes up the whole space. Like you can barely even get around it. So this will not be staying, but for now it's here and I think it's hilarious. You can see there's a little deck there and a little deck here, and not quite the floor to ceiling windows I had in the apartment, but pretty dang close. And here's Mr. Dean. This carpet I also don't love, but apparently it's very, very nice, expensive, like Australian wool carpeting. So I feel bad just like ripping up something super expensive prematurely, so it'll probably stay, although it's been here for over 20 years, so like it is kind of on its last legs, so it will stay for a little bit. But the funny thing is all of the bathrooms have carpeting, which I find really gross, so that will be leaving. So you come up here into the closet slash bathroom. This is where it's really, really messy. A lot of the lights are also motion sensor, which is kind of cool. So literally this is so messy. We got 2 sinks. There's so many mirrors too. It's like a hall of mirrors. There's a closet here and a closet here, and then this whole like vanity situation. So this is the thing that I'm talking about where we're talking about breaking down walls. This whole thing, we're gonna kind of re-optimize space because I feel like this is wasting a lot of space. And then you come back here and there's this little shower and the toilet. Noticeably no bathtub except for the one in the middle of the floor. I want a nice big bathtub, so that is also part of why things will be changing. And then you come in here. Right now this is just my cat room. Again, with a lot of wasted space with these built-ins, I want to eventually get rid of this. And actually, you can see the litter boxes over here. I'm trying to get like a good angle so you can see what I'm talking about. We're planning on kind of notching this out and including that half of the room with the bathroom when we move it, but then sectioning off like half and keeping this as the room for the cat litter box. Anyway, here's the hallway. Goes around into the bedroom, and that's all that's on this first floor. You guys are gonna think this is so fucking ridiculous. There is actually a personal elevator here. It's very small. It can only carry 300 pounds and it's very old, but it does work. So as extra can be. I'll take you downstairs first, then we'll go up. So that's what that door is. That's the elevator. And then these are just like emergency exits. So this will be the guest room. Pretty nice size. Unfortunately, because this, again, like I said, this is on a hill, so this faces the hill. Not very much light from those windows, but that's why I would rather use this for the guest room, a room that will be used not very often. Then this is the second bathroom, and obviously my little laundry room. This, again, you guys are gonna think is so fucking ridiculous and extra. So just a little sink. We're planning again on ripping this out and just putting a shower and getting rid of the bathtub situation. The toilet's back there. And this right here is actually a sauna. How ridiculous. It's cute. There's a window to the other side. I love myself a sauna. I'm actually very excited about this. I don't know if it works, honestly. I don't know how old it is, but that's what those controls are for. Again, with the, like, you can tell how 80s all of this is with all of the built-ins and stuff. So style-wise, and also these doors are so old, like you can't even like close them. Lots of little updates, but honestly, it has character. So this room is gonna be my office. You can see I've got the couch in here. And then just chaos. It's basically the same as the bedroom upstairs. It's just a little bit smaller. So my plan is actually to put like a standing desk there, and then floor to ceiling bookshelves on that wall with a rolling ladder. That is the vision. And the theme kind of vibe I'm going for is a gothic cave. Like, we're gonna paint the walls black. I'm so excited. My camera is dying. Here is the storage. Like, literally it goes down. It's like a dungeon. I will not be taking you down there. My camera is dying. We might not be able to finish this right now. Back up. I'm gonna be so freaking fit here, guys. Up 18,000 stairs every day. Okay, up these is to the main level. Like, this is where the front door is, and this level is just the kitchen. Not gonna show you too much here because we got a lot of boxes. Very large kitchen, which is exciting. Deck is there. Dean and I have been sitting out there for coffee every morning. There's also a balcony on every floor on this side. Bathroom, closet, the garage that humiliated me yesterday. Oh, one more floor. This will be the living room. Ta-da! It's very big. It's funny, there's a wet bar on every single floor too. So it's not a priority, but like, honestly, I would like to get rid of those. Elevator, bathroom. This one, actually, surprisingly, with how tiny it is, also has a shower in it. And then this is the living room. So I do have a couch ordered. I ordered it on 4th of July and it's not gonna get here until like midway through September. It's taking forever. But it's like a sectional, so that's why the blue couch isn't up here. Has a wood burning fireplace back there. Okay, my camera did die. It's Mr. Dean and Max will go finish. Okay, I believe what I was saying before I got cut off was I have a sectional couch on the way. So I'm thinking of like configuring that and this chair somewhere in here and having like probably the TV over here on this wall. And then actually what I'm planning for this space, I don't know if you can even really tell how big it is, but this whole area on this step, it's like a whole room of its own size wise. I think I'm gonna make this a gym actually. I want to have like a weight section, a bike, and a treadmill, and I think I could fit all of those here easily. So living room, TV area, and I think I want to make this my gym. That's the plan. You can't really see them because I have the blinds over them right now, but there are also these skylights, which is really nice. You can see right now I just have all of the cat stuff up here, and then puzzles and some of the pictures and stuff that were hanging on my wall. Otherwise, I didn't really bring much up here. I've got the entryway table here for now because the entryway downstairs is too small for it. I don't know what else to do with it. Even my puzzle table looks very small here. A lot of my furniture didn't really match the space here, but we're doing the best we can. I have a completely different vision for this room than I do for my office. So my couch that's coming is kind of like an orangey, I think it's called terracotta rose or something, like an orangey pink. I'm thinking of putting down a big area rug too, because like I was saying, I don't love this carpet, but I'm gonna leave it for now. So I think I'm gonna get a big rug, and the whole color scheme in here is gonna be very colorful, bright, kind of like, I don't know, 70s hippie-esque, like We're talking getting like disco ball hangers for my plants, pinks, oranges, yellows, sunrise kind of colors is going to be the vibe up here. And I'm thinking of getting like wallpaper or something for an accent wall. I basically just want the opposite vibe than what I'm going to do with my like dark and gothic office. Have something light and colorful up here is the plan. So that's the tour. See, this is the only entryway space. I think I'll still put my mirror up here, but I'm gonna need a smaller table. Also, one of these balconies will definitely be converted into a catio. I'm thinking the one on the side on the lowest floor next to my office. That's the plan right now, at least. Dean's been really loving going outside. He's actually been very good when I take him onto the deck back there to have my coffee. He comes right back inside when I call him. He runs straight up to the door, like ready to go outside in the morning now. I think he's really enjoying it. So yeah, this bed, also the dresser and the nightstand, I think are all gonna end up being the furniture for the guest room. So I'm gonna be on the hunt to find new stuff for this room. I have like such a clear vision of what I want for my office and for that top floor. For my bedroom, I completely blank. I have no ideas. I have no vision. So it's hard to look around like, I don't know. I don't know what I want this room to look like, which is weird because I feel like usually my bedroom has been the one thing I've like customized the most, but I think that's because I have never had this much space before. So my bedroom has kind of been the all-in-one room. And now I actually have space to like dedicate to certain areas of my life, which is gonna be really nice to have that separation. Anyway, I think this video is very long, and I think we're gonna cut it off here. Hopefully the next time I see you, things are a little less messy. I'm a little more organized. If you have any questions you want answered in the next vlog, feel free to drop them down in the comments. If you haven't picked up Tell Me It's Right yet, depending on whether you're watching this, it should still be on sale for 99 cents for a few more days. If you want to grab it, I would appreciate it so much. The audiobook is releasing on July 29th. You can pre-order that. You can also pre-order the audiobook for Tell Me It's Wrong. That's releasing 3 weeks later. I think it's like August 19th or something around there. That's gonna be it. I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Bye.
Babe, why can't you see? No hope in what's left of me. I had to tell you before I fall asleep. Sitting there on the edge, babe, not knowing which way to lean.